What's the iPhone ringtone? That thing used to give me anxiety. Do phone calls give you anxiety?
No.
They do?
Why would they give you anxiety?
I don't know, because it's like an alert. It's like...
Only phone calls. Only when we get 8 a.m.
Okay, yeah, that in Akwamsha. Even someone said we need to start
But you know,
easing
sometimes
into
people,
life.
like maybe you're a 5 a.m. club person and by the time it's 9, you're like...
I used to struggle with that. I used to like,
hello? Alexia was one of those.
Hello?
Calling you odd hours in the morning.
Anyway,
surely.
I saw
do you
someone...
still wake up early?
I'm trying. But I'm also sleeping because I know there'll come a season in life when a little human will be waking up every 3 months.
Human.
Yeah, I'm preparing my body, my life.
Preparing your body?
No, my mind.
Girl.
My mind. My body is prepared. Hey guys, this episode has started in an interesting way, and welcome to episode 122 of Banter Brunch podcast. My name is Alexia Musau.
My name is Alice Kanji. Tebungoja kwanza. I think mic nime. Yeah, okay, we should be good, hopefully.
But they were not cutting.
It's me, itenda tu hivyo. So we need to be raw and authentic.
Raw and authentic.
Clearly, whatever we are doing, people are not inviting us for things. Spotify, hi. Let's just hit the nail on the head.
And we are one of the longest, as much as we may not be
standing.
as successful as you think. Success is different.
Success
looks
is
different,
honey.
Being there for 3 years is success.
Being there for 3 years is success. I think we've generated an applaudable amount of money through the podcast as well. We're elevating. Okay. As you can see, our content is spectacular. And I think we have a fair enough audience to be invited. We are not like at 0 listeners. Every week, some of you guys continually tune in to our episodes. And we're friends with some of these podcasters as well. So yeah, it feels a bit weird.
Even the governor knows us.
Even the governor knows us.
Even the president knows us. You know?
Yeah, so we need to ask ourselves as the BOB community how we are going to revolt so that we are included.
And strike.
Because even Mic Check podcast, we were just discussing before that, feeling that, because I'm an avid listener of Mic Check, so I was feeling a bit weird when I wasn't seeing some of my favorite podcasters on there, All this to say, though...
I think when Mike's open, were not invited.
I think they were. They weren't. Which is another thing that is insane. I think also the problem is the people who are organizing these things are not listeners of podcasters, but they follow influencers.
Hey, to me diagnose.
Okay,
that makes sense.
Come guns blazing.
Okay, but maybe,
But I'm not going to discount, like, there's a lot of work that has been done by the people who are on stage. I mean, I do love those podcasts, Sometimes when you're looking for some... tea that is, you go to TMI, So This Is Love.
TMI
then there's something, and then, you go to So This Is Love, and beautiful concept, beautifully edited podcast. It's related, I promise.
Sandwich.
I love Sharon. Shout out Sharon. Shout out to Sandwich. We want to see them succeed. We just don't want other people to be left behind when the train is moving.
Anyway.
But yeah, I don't. Someone here is laughing. To the audience, it's funny.
I was going to say it's okay if you don't invite us. Then you will invite us. Then I'm like, okay, who will invite us? If Spotify is not inviting us. They're like, anyway, it is well with our soul.
Even our other podcast that we love, I said what I said, doing numbers, growing big. We love to see you.
Those girls.
I love her.
I'm such a fan. I started loving Jola, like when I started listening. And then now I'm like FK. Like I love Jola, like for personality.
Jola. Yeah,
and she's one whose Instagram is public. FK
Really?
is
FK
private.
is such a character.
But the things FK will say and the way she says it, you know,
The
she's like, it's like
delivery.
she's lazy. No, like her voice sounds like she's not Jola.
I know exactly what
And I'm
you
like,
mean.
FK, you're
And
making me
FK
laugh.
is so funny. Like, yes. So we love that podcast
Can
as
we
well.
be funny like them? No,
Can we channel
I'm
our
like, why are we
inner-
not?
our
Why are we
inner
not
humor?
as funny?
Our
But I feel
inner
like it's
humor.
God given. I feel like we can't force it.
Sometimes some things you can force. I
Will
think
you be funny now? So
you need to practice.
Okay.
You're laughing right now. Period.
true.
Yeah. That's how
Effortless.
we do it.
Yeah, guys, we're rebranding to comedy and
We're running to comedy,
Comedy
and tea
podcast.
podcast.
yeah, but it was good to see them doing those numbers. I mean, I think they're one of the people I know who have been in the podcast industry, I think, for 7 years.
Just imagine if Surviving Nairobi was still here. Do you think maybe they would have eventually been recognized, or it would have been the same? Because they did a really thorough episode about this about 2 years ago, about them feeling
like left out because
left out.
other guys are starting from
And Kina
somewhere.
Jimani did a podcast addressing that and saying, you know, they've been in the game for long.
They've built their brand.
Well,
somewhere.
here we are.
But we're back to complaining even us. Surviving Nairobi, we've taken over from you
taken
guys.
over from the team.
We'll keep on preaching this, but it's okay. I mean, everything in its time, and yeah, your people are your people. Let's see.
Yeah.
Is the end
Speaking
goal
of-
numbers? Maybe.
Yeah.
So
I mean, of
at this
course
point,
there's-
like, share, subscribe, and share with a friend.
I mean, yes. I mean, of course, there's other things that you gain from doing this whole experience, especially if you're into the media space.
Yeah.
But, you know, everyone also wants to, we invest money into this podcast, so we expect some.
Because nowadays I've been feeling that.
Because we really do spend a lot of money to produce this. And
E-podcast, baby.
so,
Guys,
it's.
Ama we start a
need to shape
Patreon. You know, people need to pay subscription.
We need to figure out a growth plan, Sasa, for real.
Okay. Yeah.
What to subscribe for some exclusive.
Mtalipa, how many dollars?
We'll be titling the episode
$10.
Nudes? Question mark. Send $10 to find out.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
Is
are
she
you trying to say?
pregnant?
What are you trying to say?
Those are the teas that people want to pay for. That's why Edgar Umar is
Boyfriend
successful.
episode is a good one to have other subscribers only.
Hey. Tebu.
And have you seen our boyfriends? You'll want to be
You
tuned
want
into that
to tune
episode.
in. Yeah.
Anyway.
Ama hiyo episode tuweke audio peke. Your boyfriends.
Why? Okay.
Yeah, Patreon. That's a Patreon exclusive, honey. Exclusive.
Yeah, audio might be more relaxed for them also.
Me man wants to be seen everywhere, but we move. So yeah. Anyway, this episode, in the spirit of podcasts, Alexia was also a part of a fuck, marry, kill situation.
Yeah, I've just seen it today. Shout out to Zoza Podcast, also doing amazing. Yeah, I was just holding my breath. You know how I was saying I'm tagged. I'm like, okay, let me watch this thing. Then I see the FMK. I'm like, hey, hi, unashikilia tu. Okay, and like it's not going to like change my life or how I view about myself. But like, yeah, they were gonna marry me. The person said they'd marry me.
I think that's okay, but I feel for me, sometimes I might feel weird about being tagged in some kind of content. Because if they start going off about, at least they handled it well.
Yeah. I think there's some people, if you see them at Utashtuka.
Andrew Kibe has tagged you.
Oh my God, that's what I was gonna say. Now you see Andrew Kibe, he'll first even give reasons why he said
You
he's
have a
going
heart
to F
attack
you, where he's going to
before
marry you.
you even open the video.
He's going to just to unleash you regardless. Even if it's marry, you know, you'd think marry is a good thing.
Yeah, marry,
but you
that
say,
girl.
oh, I'm a Zuba sana. You just take her as a wife. Just put her there because she's dumb. You know?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
better Zoza.
That's why I was saying I was holding my breath, but I think they're quite mature. There's an interesting podcast. Check them out. Yeah, so I thank God it went well.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, but I get you. It can be a very thin line.
it's a thin line
It's a thin
because I
line.
don't know who it was. I've forgotten who was highlighted. Oh, a good friend of mine. Her name, okay, I don't know if I should say her name. I wouldn't say her name. I think it was 2 years, 1 year, 1.5 years ago.
She's on
And
Andrew
she
Kibe.
was mentioned on Andrew Kibe's
Yeah.
videos, and it was supposed to come out as a compliment, but really it was just like, this girl, you know how she's looking fine. That one you can, just basically people can take it as sexual harassment
Yeah.
to some sorts. Or because it feels like, why are you sexualizing me? I'm just taking a photo I've put on Instagram, then you've formed ideas, you've told everybody about how you think about me on a sexual manner. You enjoy Bambi.
Have water, please. Yeah, so I get what you're saying. I think the how you express it also, you know, like that's what I said. Andrew obviously is not gonna say anything.
Yeah, so
nice.
Anyway, it comes with fame. Yeah, let's hope it comes with fortunes.
Still on podcast, season 2 of MTS.
How can I forget? Yes, so as we're recording this, I just posted the trailer / teaser of season 2 of the My Tech Story Africa podcast. And it's feeling like... So okay, it's happening. Like, this is what I went to Kigali to do, you know, to record episodes, to come... figure out how we're editing season 2 and then put it out. And then now it's like, we are in the process. That trailer was like almost like just saying yes that we're doing this done, and it's like the next step. And you know, in the morning I was just texting Belinda, who is, what title do you give yourself, Belinda?
Comms expert, social media PR.
She has a significant role.
Chief of staff, all staffs.
My Tech Story and Abby. So I was just texting her and asking her, do you think we're ready? Yesterday, and she just said, you know what, I think we're ready. We'll just, if anything, you know, we'll learn as we go. And so that's what we're doing. And this season is to get me out the hood. Period. That being said, please, naomba hata kama usikizangi tech, just subscribe, listen to 1 or 2 things. I think it's more supposed to be an inspiring podcast, and even if you don't directly relate to the industry, you relate to the stories, which is what we are here for. You know, we are here to just give space for people to share how they've grown into their careers to where they are at that point. So please check it out. Blood, sweat, and tears have gone, and money have gone into this podcast production. And so I'm just hoping for the best. I think the leap of faith was worth it. And so I'm hoping that it goes well. We're going to keep pushing. I mean, it may not be the best, fantastic, 1,000% season yet, but it is something that we are definitely proud of working on. So can't wait for you guys to see and share feedback, and please go support us on social medias as well as the podcast, because there's a lot of growth that is going to be happening on the platform, and even just for myself career-wise. So if you want to keep up with Alice, you know what to do.
Fantastic. It's no small feat, and I think sometimes you can be so stuck in your head and stuck in the planning and stuck in perfection that you actually never do anything.
Exactly.
You know, so as you said, you go bettering things as you move, as you go.
So let's just hope it's a better season, and you know, even as we go towards season 3, because we're already filming season 3, we're starting the first episode this weekend, where we're going to be focusing on cryptocurrency and blockchain. So nice. I don't want to have that space where, you know, it's been like 4 months since the first season came out.
And that like you're already planning ahead.
Because we took time, and then now recording again, and then editing, and we want to do really good quality work. It takes time. So, staki your break. Hata kama tunaenda break, tuko na some videos in the pipeline.
Exactly.
You know? So, yeah.
Amazing.
And if you're open for collaborations, I'm open to receiving. Thanks. You can email me at mindtechstory.ea@gmail.com or my personal alexkanjejo@gmail.com, and we're open to receiving guest proposals if you think you'd be a good fit for the platform. Yeah, we can go back. Now that we've already updated into what I'm up to, what's been going on with you?
Just eating.
Wow.
I'm eating life with a big spoon. I'm good. What's new? Let me think about what's new. Okay, I'm running a series on my Instagram, guys. 15 days of me, just for the month of October. I really didn't know what the direction was with this series. I just knew I wanted to get comfortable creating content and releasing content and seeing what type of content I actually enjoy.
How has that been for you?
Of course, self-sabotage, imposter syndrome. You know how, like, when I knew I needed to release the first video, and I was like, oh no, maybe no one knows about it, so I might as well just forget about it. But I knew immediately I post the first day, I need to post the other 14 days, you know. So I think it's been an amazing journey of just not overthinking things. And not holding content, because I feel like all the time
That's what you do. Then you stay too long thinking about it, and then you end up not
posting it, because now you even just get bored with it, you know. But once you release it, it's already out, you know. So I think that was one of the things that I really just wanted to do. And hair engagement, guys, my engagement was down in the pits.
Really?
In the pits. In 1 week, in like 2 weeks, I have seen such growth. I'm like, oh,
really? I think when you put it as a challenge, people are more keen on
following and stuff like that. Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay, like the accounts being reached is great. There's one I
more
did
following as well.
I'm getting more following. In fact, now Instagram tells you this one followed you from your reel.
Yeah.
From your reel. So I'm like, oh, okay, nice. There's one I did for Burudani Adventure Park. People like such places, hidden gems, Nini. So there's a lot of saves, there's a lot of shares, there's a lot of views. It's like 20K as of now. And you see, that's something that would have sat on my phone, by the way. And I've told my friends, take for me videos. I'm telling you, these things work. These series challenges, because it puts pressure on you as well. Because I have to complete, you know, at the end of the day. If it's just a content calendar, how many times have you done a content calendar and not even started posting? Like that, the month has gone, you know. So I'm like, okay, I can't have this platform and not use it to engage. And I feel like the thing with engagement, sometimes people don't know you. They just, like, if you come to my page, you may not know
who you are.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, maybe I'm shy. But yeah, I'm shy.
Laughing?
Can you laugh and support my comedy? We're meant to be a funny podcast. I'm just laughing because when I say I'm shy, it just sounds funny. But I feel like, yes, you can be not shy, reserved. I feel like I can be reserved online, you know. So I'm just trying to get people in, try and open up
a bit more. And I like that, you know. I'm in my content creation somewhat era, but I do more content creation apart from Alice Kanji, but I also want to really focus more on that.
But you're trying.
And I think I've been trying those. I had scheduled posts, I forgot about that, were posted this week. And you know, of course,
posted.
I scheduled like a month ago. I was like, this looks like a perfect time to post. And then, but I'm gonna keep trying posting consistently. And you know, when we're doing shoots like these, just do maybe an outfit check, and there's always an opportunity to create. So I think, and also what I really want to do is collaborate. Nili text our friend that I couldn't respond if I asked her if you can collaborate.
Who?
I asked her, hey, do you want a collaboration, a content idea? She blue ticked me.
How long was this?
Like 4 days ago. Surely. Now I want to post to Instagram.
Ouch.
Yeah, so doing a lot. I think I can do a bit more collaborative to
that's
push me.
Also.
Like we just set up a date. It's even cheaper when you're doing it with someone. So you know,
and more creative sometimes.
I meet a couple of people that I'm in the gym that we are kind of friends with. So let's just do a gym video, or
sorry guys, my
do a collaboration with you apart from even
B.O.B.
Like,
yeah, true.
Yeah, so if you're also a somewhat influencer and you're trying to collaborate on content, let me know. I'm looking to even really set things that will make me have to do this content, even if it's also like a challenge like you. So watch it turn.
Yeah, content creation. But anyway,
where do we move to, Sasa?
It's the era where
what do you think social media will evolve to?
I always ask myself that question, because as in having a conversation with someone, and I was like, okay, yeah, I do content, but do I want to do content like forever? You know, will there come a point where I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore, and I want a private account or something? And they told me, okay, start thinking about areas that you can inform people about, like even psychology, you know, like in terms of even community building, community engagement, just things that revolve around social media that you can sort of consult companies for. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't know if I'm saying it the right way, but
makes sense. And I think that's also
people behavior.
Yeah, no, that's true. I think you can apply that if you're interested in a psychology, and there's always psychology involved in some bit of marketing and PR. And I think you have the skills to also do corporate marketing at a good company.
Yeah, true.
Which you have the skills because you've.
But then again, don't to go work for corporate.
I mean, you don't have to. Sasa season the questions. The point is, even if you don't do content creation for yourself, there's always things you can do with the skills you get from content creation and your marketing certificates and certifications.
Yeah. I've seen people actually do that, like now get into consultancy, into coaching.
Yeah,
Get
exactly.
into... Yeah.
Because we used to pay that, say I told you we used to pay that guy like crazy money just for consultation, and it genuinely is consultation. They just tell you what you need to do, but don't do the doing. They tell you need to post 5 posts. These are maybe the posts you should post.
Actually, someone called me to consult for them, and I was like,
Consulting, anyway, okay, can we just cut this conversation of consulting,
Why?
please? Because
you can still consult and work.
Yeah, but I don't know, I'm still manifesting the consultation.
Okay, let's end the story, guys.
Happen.
Next. Anyway, in short, just I think the world that we're living in is full of endless possibilities. Like, don't close yourself into something. And also the things that people tell you you're good at, start looking at them like, oh, like if from a business angle sometimes, or how can I make money from this thing that a couple of people have told me I'm really good at, so
lakini speaking of pesa, dollar iko 154 jameni. Hello, have you been seeing the news? I mean, yes, but we all feel the impact because every day I'm still gonna withdraw and use Kenyan shillings, and I feel like, okay, yes, at least I'm in a better position than other people, but it's just everything is expensive.
Now pound doing, and it's just thinking, okay, but at least now school is on hold because paying things in pound was not fun.
Like everything is just expensive times 2. We are just hearing a paying for. The other day I was paying for something and they told me sasa stock here last time iliisha, sasa juu tumeingia new stock, the price has increased by like 300-400. And that's now everything. And I'm just feeling, where are we moving as a country? Like, before you know it, it's going to be 200. Our kids' generation, like, are we... And there's a lot of romanticization about Nairobi that's happening from not only within, but outside. Because our president has also been very good at doing PR instead of actualizing things. And I guess that it's like fake it till you make it. I hope that's how it comes to be. But if it's not, then we're just like, I feel like we're in a crisis.
You know what consoles me? Like everyone I follow from different countries are going through the same thing. I just feel like as long as you're living in this world, we're not here to be comfortable. Like I feel like ni just ni za maisha, I know it's a lot, and maybe I'm speaking from a privileged point of view, but I just feel like, okay, to turn over an economy takes, first of all, years to even do it, and maybe our leaders are not doing the right thing as of now or working towards that. But I think for me, I'm just like, okay, so what's the solution? For me, I'm just like, okay, so what does that need me to do? Because now, what I used to afford with this, what I used to afford, the money that I needed to take care of my things, of course now, as you said, it's doubled or even tripled, So what does that mean for me? Of course, again, it's a very capitalistic the of thinking, because now people are like, okay, let's get another job, let's get 10 other jobs, let's get multiple streams of income to buffer that whole thing. So I'm just like, anyway, I don't know if I'm giving you guys solutions, because
you're giving, it's just giving up. That's what it's giving.
I'm not giving.
Long story short.
But maybe I'm giving up on thinking that the world owes me something, or that this government is coming to rescue me.
We're paying taxes. The taxes are also increasing. I feel like what needs to happen is these things that are affecting me in a place that it's so big need to end, because it's like, okay, I'm already paying on top of my salary tax that I'm paying. I need to pay, the tax for everything that we are getting. I feel like we're paying a lot of taxes, and that's not, even if you're saying a lot of countries have similar problems, our tax is insane.
Great,
compared to now, the cost of living has also gone high. The money is still the same, and the taxes are still the same. That makes it even 10 times worse. And I feel there needs to be an impact from the government, in a sense that we are not feeling too much pressure, especially on a tax level.
Yeah.
Petrol, even if it's like healthcare, I don't know, some things that our everyday needs, even food like unga ya ugali. Like I know we can't control, but there's a level that we need to be able
and then
to.
when you think about it, even people who work for us, like, and you're thinking, okay, minimum wage, you're like, surely this can't help this person.
Help anyone.
You know, paka hata unahurumia mtu, you're paying someone 15,000 and they have kids, they have to come to work, commute. You start feeling, okay, I need to pay, I need to add their salaries. Exactly. You need to add their salaries, but also you're being taxed.
It's
and then
just
your business
so
is being
crazy.
taxed, your salary is being taxed. So
I mean, I'm just really, really hoping again, like it's a case of, you know, fake it till you make it. Like we are looked at as this wow factor in Africa, and I guess we are.
Jobs.
But you know, we need more. I guess more opportunities, more people to be confident enough to hold Kenyan shillings rather than US dollars. But that confidence is not there right now because of how it's going, and I just need things to start leveling up because. And we need the people with a lot of money to pay taxes pia. Zao ndio alipangi hata ndururu. That's what my mom normally says.
I saw Kiari are giving something tax rebate. Anyway, if you want your taxes to be sijui what, just go waived or something. Go check that out. I wanted to say something like in this economy that guys are talking about, there's still polygamy that's happening. People can still afford to have 2, 3, 4 wives. In fact, there's a conference that has been organized in Nairobi.
Let me look for it and maybe we are able to play it in the mic so that guys
Was it on TikTok? I think you sent it to me on TikTok.
Yeah.
Guys.
In a world that celebrates diversity,
we celebrate love in all its forms.
Join us at the Polygamy Conference 2023.
Connect with like-minded individuals.
discover new perspectives. Polygamy can be a choice made out of love, respect, and mutual consent.
Polygamy is part of our rich human history, and it's time we discussed it openly without fear or stigma.
We believe in creating a space for open dialogue and understanding.
Welcome to the Beyond Polygamy Conference, unveiling the mysteries.
Join us in exploring the many facets of love and relationships.
This 29th of October 2023 at the Emara Ole Sereni for engaging conversation as women delegates engage in unveiling the mysteries beyond polygamy.
We are expecting guests from all over East Africa, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and even Rwanda.
Let's celebrate love. Sharing is caring.
Let us have open conversations.
Polygamy is not about a man having many wives, but every woman having a husband. Don't miss out on the 29th of October at Ole Sereni, Imara.
Polygamy is not about a man having many wives,
but every woman having a husband. We've lost it. First of all, the population of women is higher than the population of men.
In that video, how many men voices did you hear? One. Why?
Oh, so good, because the women are men in the world, they want us
they
to
want
share.
now men at we share.
And he's saying it with his chest.
I know they thought they ate that caption at wow, here you say this line. Yeah, that's the one.
But anyway, they are majority from the Islam community.
I really think people will show up for that conference.
I think it's mostly Muslims. I don't think,
but sorry,
like the other guys will really show up because I feel like it makes sense for them.
It's open for everybody. Entry fee 5,000 Kenyan shillings.
So what are they going to discuss?
Mingle. You know when you go with the papas, I guess. You know,
we go. We tell them once PR and we'll give them pathetic.
What do you think about polygamy, first of all? In this economy, first of all, who are you who can afford 2 wives? And are you okay with just one?
No, but me, for the Muslims, I really give them the new way it's due, because I think for them to be able to get a second wife, it's allowed, but you also have to be able to cater for the lady the same way.
I mean, it's also allowed in our traditional marriage kind of setup.
Yeah,
having 2 wives.
But no, what I'm saying, like for them, at least they've managed to keep that as a standard.
Oh wow, it's a women's conference only.
Oh, makes sense why there were 20,000 women. But even that is so wrong.
So
why
they're
is it
all
women?
agreeing we're okay with polygamy. Okay, what are they going to discuss?
How to accept it.
How to accept it?
Yeah. Because, there's some women...
Do you feel like the women who are like feeling a bit like desperate to get... Maybe desperate might be a diminishing word, but like who are feeling like, this is my last resort. And so they go do
desperate. How many men in the world? Hi. But it's a thing that's becoming very popular.
What makes you say that?
I met with a friend and she's telling us about...
Personal story.
No, I don't really listen to the podcast. Like, it's not someone anyone can. Big point in my life. Yeah, and she was just saying, like, there's this married man and I'm liking his vibe,
Like, okay, would you be weirded out if your friend told you that they want to marry someone who's already married?
I'd stuck her.
They're in love and she's okay with being the second wife.
See, sawa. See, I'll just support her. Now what will I do?
You wouldn't feel like, are you sure?
If an adult has made their decision, doesn't deal with the consequences, I'll just make sure we've gone through like the pros and cons with her. Like, hey, yeah, you sure? Like, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's something that's sort of being normalized right now. And I don't know how I feel about it. It's maybe you don't know, like, but out there, it's like men, even women are told, usishtuke. Like, if your husband goes and gets another wife and other kids. Even my mother tells me stories like of her friends or her acquaintances and how their husband has kids with. I'm like, how is that normal? It's even worse when like they're in the church, like church people. I'm like, excuse me.
Church has drama, but they usually.
Yeah, but you find someone, they've gone out of marriage, maybe, and it's not like legal marriage court, but they've settled this woman. She has a house. They have kids.
Settled this woman.
She has a car. And she's just the other woman. Bibi mdogo.
Yeah, so I was watching, it's like Selling Sunset. You've watched Selling Sunset. That there's a baby mama for Nick Cannon. One of them is Anini. And in that season, she's very adamant about, listen, don't worry about my relationship with my baby daddy. Like, we are together, but we are not together. And that's okay. Whatever is our business is our business. And I know he has so many baby mamas. Yeah, but he does his daddy duties. And we're together. Like, yeah. And maybe it's open, maybe it's not. These days I'm seeing they even doing TikToks together.
Yeah, it's a weird dynamic. I wonder what the future looks like, because it looks like the institution of marriage is somehow just, guys are just having kids with 3 different men, 3 kids from 3 different, and you're calm. Like, for real, there you look at them, they're fine, So it's sort of like, okay, are guys actually fine? Niju may happen.
Among the circumstances.
And maybe also it wasn't planned for
women on just like getting a man to take care of your shit and stuff. So it's like, if you can get a man who has money, the only hindrance is that he has a wife. I feel like a lot of women would go with that.
In fact, they don't shtuka. Oh, he's married. Like, before that used to be like, I can't pursue this. Yeah. But now it's like,
it's a big deal. On a date and this guy told me they were separated, but they live in the same house.
Now what's that? And he's on a date.
See, that's what Jada
separated
Smith
is not
and
divorce.
Will Smith is saying they did.
Yeah. Hey, can you? Hey.
Yeah. Okay. So they broke up 6 years ago, but they are living together.
And the slap was for why? If you are separated first. Anyway, those people.
Can they just? Nobody has even asked. Nobody has even asked. Why did you say this is the time I want to reveal to the world?
But Jada,
can't you guys just break up in your secrecy and then people blog posts do their own digging?
No, just announce you've broken up and we move on. You're not you're not the hottest couple in town, honestly.
We've moved on.
There are new people even being born who are more hot. Like, you guys are old,
Guy, don't say that.
No, they're old. Come on.
They are old news. But yeah, what do you think?
They're old news, but I feel like they use this to be fresh also.
To stay relevant. Possibly.
And
maybe,
have red
you
table
get that
talk
drag.
and, we'll tell them we separated, but what? Content.
Oh, no wonder she's done the
It's
presentation.
Audible. And then Audible must be an Audible exclusive.
Wow. Tebuk first. So do you think that guy who told me that they were separated, they were actually separated?
They are still doing married people business. And they still have the right to do married people business.
Plus
Wewe
kids.
kujiingiza huko kwa hiyo
First of all,
maneno.
it was even a shocker because
You thought you
why
were
was I even
single
on
man?
this date with this guy? On top of he just was too old for me.
I don't think I've been on a date with a married man.
Don't say it like that. Terry and me have not been.
No,
I feel like
knowingly
maybe
or
in secrecy,
unknowingly.
maybe you have. If you generally talk to a lot of our friends, like everybody's had like a weird experience with them.
Even online, you see someone, beautiful girl. You go to their profile because you're trying to block them. Because come on,
Yeah.
father, husband, sir. What are you chit-chatting with me about? That's what I'm
Cheating
like.
is what's normalized
People are making
now.
this covenant of marriage look very
EVV.
But
Hey,
anyway,
let's hope for the best. We're the
polygamy.
next generation of people who are entering that era of marriage.
And I know there are others who take it seriously and strongly. I guess is we just don't see. When we see them online, we troll them like they were Jesus. They show us
wengine na
marriage
kazi.
works, but us we bully them. I feel like we, as a society, we also don't like to see marriage working. We look for
the intricacies.
these ones are pretending,
Yeah, that's also very true.
So it's a bit hectic.
Anyway,
Yeah, marriage works, guys. Support the Lord Jesus family.
those guys have stayed
My
relevant
love.
for long.
Aki love. So my love, I was watching them actually yesterday. It was Kabi's birthday. I don't know what surprise they had done. I need to finish the episode, the video.
Do they still do YouTube vlogs?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yes. Wakose aje.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Anything else we're discussing in this episode?
The King of England is coming.
Oh, yes. When is he coming?
31st October.
Is
to
it a
November
holiday?
3rd.
Party holiday. That's what we care about.
And also
I feel like I want to ask him
Tuesday.
things that I've seen
You want to ask him?
things that I saw in what's that series? The Crown.
So we can book him as a guest.
Charles.
King Charles.
Huyo wa Diana. Hey, nakajua. Of course I know who he is, but he has a lot of history he needs to account for. But anyway,
Let's
welcome
have him
to
on
Kenya.
the podcast.
Last his family was here, see, we were slaves, ama?
No, they came back. Diana came here.
Diana na Diana.
Him now. He maybe came as a
Him or his family, whoever they are. Anyway,
Toto.
I don't know why we are celebrating the British coming to Kenya, but anyway, enjoy. I hope they are returning some of our goods.
They're coming to enjoy.
Wacha
Kenya.
wajibambe, I guess. Yeah. I also think I'm bitter because I
But
just
aren't they
watched.
old?
I
Why are they-
watched an Al Jazeera documentary just the other day about how Britain colonized Nairobi. Just came out recently. I mean
Nairobi.
Kenya. How Britain colonized Kenya and how they were denying knowing of the things that were happening in Kenya to the slaves and whatnot, and just how people were killed, and shows Magukas and that documentary.
Freedom fighters.
So I'm very bit watu wa Mau Mau. Yeah, so niko bita kiasi. But anyway,
Kuna
welcome.
slaves.
Bring us a holiday. The least you can do is bring us a holiday.
Like a 3-day. But no, me nowadays economy lazima iendelee. We cannot afford holidays
me,
for
I can-
things to be shut down.
Watch our
Money needs to move.
If everybody are shut down, then we are good.
We had a midweek holiday though. October is a
Hallelujah.
gift that keeps on giving. Not
So
only one,
another
we
one
have
is next
October
week ama next week,
20th,
but one.
Mashujaa.
Next week, but one.
Next week, but
Whichever.
next week.
Next week.
Tunaenda pahali actually. So we have plans. Usi double book.
Oh, Kimano. Holiday ndio hiyo. Charles akuja next week but one, sio? Bas.
Gift that keeps on giving.
Well, you just say that what are you doing first for your birthday?
I'm just
Hello?
hello. Stress. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. I'm sending
Usikue
official
kuna theme
communication. Sina theme. I'm doing something different, but tutaongea kando.
different.
Not different like that, but anyway, don't get excited, Sana. There's a
Is it
difference.
up intensive?
No. Okay.
Come to your house.
No, maybe, I don't know the location. Okay, TBD. I went in the episode here so that I tell you.
Okay. Well, Sarah.
Yeah, guys, I guess that was just a catch-up episode.
That was a simple catch-up, and just to keep you up to date. Well, if you're not following my text story Africa, that's a threat. You're looking the way I'm looking at you.
Did any girls?
Yeah. Anyway, other than that,
Any girls?
I'm looking like a fashionista by day today. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
I'm looking like a Gen Z, my Gen Z element.
Should have done first. Get ready me.
Well, I actually didn't know I was. That's a long story. We'll do on the side, but yeah, said we're elevating, and now
Period.
I'm trying different styles: the cargos, the dresses, the everything. So I'm giving you guys diversity.
We love it.
So yeah, anyway, we'll end the episode there, and Spotify, you're in the blacklist.
Tumewawarn.
Chalo,
Na tulikuwa
give us a holiday.
I'm
Well,
wondering who the hell is Chalo. I already know one Chalo. I'm like, give us a holiday. Aya, Chalo umesikia. Charlie.
And you as a listener, Chalo in town.
Chalo give us a holiday.
Chalo is in town.
And then women, but yeah, women is long. So that every woman has a husband.
Hey,
We have many titles for this episode.
Anyway, guys, we'll see you in the next one. I'm Alice
See you
Kanji.
guys. I'm Alexia Musau. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell us how you guys are doing. And yeah,
expect
follow
more
us on
guests,
Instagram.
and thank you so much for the reception we get whenever we have guest episodes. Same energy when it's me and Alexia by the stars. So
don't forget it. Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, this is the way, Sasa. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see you.
Adios,
Toodles.
amigos.
Bye.
Bye.